Hey there, how's it going? It is your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward. And today I got a question here from Kevin asking about rest periods between sets. And Kevin writes, this is a lengthy question, so I'm going to just kind of cut it down and get to the point. He says, many workout videos and articles talk about reps, sets, and the type of exercises, but they often fail to mention the rest periods between sets. My question is, are there any guidelines that you can give regarding rest times between sets? Alright. Well, Kevin, you're absolutely right in that the majority of workout programs only focus on the actual sets and the reps and the exercises, and the rest periods are kind of left up to the individual. Now, obviously, the shorter the rest period, the harder it's going to be, the more it's going to involve more of your cardiovascular conditioning, because when you rest less between sets, you're not fully recovering between each set, so you're going to get more into your conditioning and muscular endurance, and it's going to increase more lactic acid buildup in the system because you don't have time to clear all that out between each set. So it's going to be more challenging to do a shorter rest period workout versus a longer rest period workout. Now, there are pros and cons to both, and there's no set answer for what's the best and what you should do, because it all depends on the type of training you're doing, and it depends on where you're at in your current level of training and what your fitness goals are. I mean, a while back I actually posted up a great workout routine that uses short rest periods, and it was the 6x6 workout by Vince Gironda. And I posted up a series of videos showing that workout, and you can check that out in the video description below. I'll have links to those videos. But this is a workout routine that uses very short rest periods, literally 15-second rest periods between sets. So the idea here is you're going to spur on muscle growth through cumulative fatigue through the very short rest periods, because each set, the fatigue compounds itself because you're not fully recovering between sets. So, I mean, it's a unique way of training, and that can work. I mean, if you're normally resting a couple minutes or more between sets, and then all of a sudden you change it up and you do a program where you're resting really short between sets, such as the 6x6 program where you're doing 15 seconds rest periods, that is going to totally change up the way your body works and the way your body is stimulating muscle growth. So, I mean, that can work. Now, on the flip side, longer rest periods will allow you to fully rest and recover. It will allow you to regenerate your body's energy systems, the ATP, and that is going to allow you to lift heavier. And very often you'll see strength and power athletes resting long periods of time between sets. I mean, it's common in powerlifting to rest 5 minutes or more between sets in order to fully regenerate their energy systems and to mentally and physically prepare for the next set. And so again, it all depends on what you're training for, is what the ideal rest period is. Now, as far as a general guideline, if the program you're following doesn't outline how long you should rest between sets, then a good guideline that you can follow is to rest between 1 and 2 minutes between sets for isolation exercises and smaller movements. So things like leg extensions, bicep curls, tricep pushdowns, side lateral raises, calves, abs, things like that. You can rest anywhere between 1 minute to 2 minutes between sets, and that should be adequate rest time. For big heavy compound lifts, deadlifts, squats, benches, overhead presses, rows, those type of exercises, you'll probably want to stretch the rest period out to 3 minutes or even more between sets, especially as you're getting up into your heavier working sets. So that's some general guidelines that you can follow, but realize that the rest periods between sets is another variable that you can manipulate within your training to help spur on some new growth. So if you're following a set routine right now, and you know it's been working for you up until this point, but you want to kind of change it up or up the intensity, then rather than simply trying to increase the weight each workout, you can have a different form of progressive overload by reducing the rest periods between sets. So strive to get the same volume of training, the same workload done, but with shorter rest breaks, and that will instantly increase the intensity and thus increase the demands on your body. So like I say, it's just another variable that you can manipulate within your training. So anyway, hopefully that helps answer your question, Kevin. And if you have any other questions, comments, or feedback to this video, feel free to post those in the comment section below, and I'll chat to you down there. In the meantime, have yourself a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Over and out.